Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain MIS Unit 1 System Development Life Cycle. System Development Life Cycle means users transform a newly developed project into an operational one. So, we want to start on a program. How we are going to start? The thing is, we want to convert our input to output. The way we have to proceed some process, so input, process, output. The system development life cycle also going to be talking about new developed project into we are converted into operational level 1. Like we are having some designs, the designs we are going to give like input, some process has to be executed. Finally, it is comes to operational level. System Development Life Cycle, SDLC, short form we can use. Multi-step, iterative process, structured in a methodological way. You see, right? Multi-steps, it's not going to be completed in one step. Cycle, iterative process, unique process, structured in a methodological way. The rules followed, like methods, some uses. SDLC highlights different stages. Always we can say steps, otherwise we can say phases of development process. Just see this diagram. What are the phases it has? It has 6 phases. One is plan, analyze, design, develop, implement, and maintenance. What do you mean by plan? First, we have to choose plan. What we are going to do. That means first we have to assign a team. The team consists of human beings, personnel, and set schedule, budget. If I want to start one business, just to think about business cycle. Think about it. So I want to select a person who is the director, manager, and where I have could collect finance sources and what are the planning I am having in that particular project. This is what first step going to be talking about plan. Next one is analyze. What? Understand the problem which we have selected and set some objectives regarding that. That means goals, aim, the requirement determination. This is called analyze. Next one, design. Design means we already designed a problem. Already problem is there and we collected the data. Then how we are going to create a solution? Before creating a solution, we have to design a problem. What type of problem it is? That means we want one plan. Okay, that is what blueprint. Next, it is move into development. Once we design it, isn't it? We have to create some model. Model means the development. What development? Install and configure the server and software. Write test code. Everything we'll do. No? So we are developing. Next, implement. Implement in the sense launch the site. We have to implement the process. We design, we collected, and we developed. So what next? We have to implement the process, isn't it? So that is called implementation. The last final one, maintenance. It's very, very important because these 5 steps we completed. Each and every step has to be monitored and controlled. Finally, evaluation part is going to be taken part. So this is called maintenance. So SDLC cycle is going to be talking about plan, analyze, design, develop, implement, and maintenance. Just one by one we'll see. First is system planning. Planning a phase is the most crucial step in creating a successful system. During this phase, you decide exactly what you want to do and the problem you are trying to solve. That is what planning, isn't it? First, we have to find a problem. Then we have to define a problem and set the objective to the particular problem. Studying the ability of pre-proposing alternative solutions after meeting the client, supplier, consultant, and employee. Studying how your project, okay, how your product is going to be better from the competitors. After analyzing this data, you will find three choices. What are the three choices? Develop a new system, or improve our existing system, or better we stop the system. So three the choices we used to select after this part, analyzing part in the planning system. Whether we are going to develop a new one, otherwise we want to improve the system, current system what we are having. And the last one, we quit and we can leave. This is what planning phase is going to be consist. Next, system analysis. So once we have to do end user requirement should be determined and documented. What are the expectations for the system and how it will be performed. A feasibility study can be made for the project as well as involving determining whether the organization economically, socially, technologically feasible, and they will do the project. It's very important to maintain strong communication level with the client to make sure you have a clear vision of the finished product and functions. Okay, next, third step, design system. Designer phase come after a good understanding of customer requirement. Of course, what is the need of the customer once we understand, according to the need of the customer, we are going to decide. This phase defines the elements of system components, the security level module, architecture, and the different interface and types data goes through the system. Continues. A general system design can be done with a pen and a piece of paper. Determine how system looks like, how the functions will be, and then detailed and expanded system design produced. All these things can be taken out in the third one, that is called system design. Finally, fourth one we are moving. What we are going to do that once we decide the system. Once the designing part is over, we will have to test, that is what implementation and deployment. This phase comes after the complete understanding of the system. First we understand it and then we formulated some methods and we want to test it, that method is correct or not. It's the actual construction process after having complete illustrated design for the requested system. In the software development life cycle, the actual code is written here. And if the system contains hardware, then the implementation phase will contain configuration and fine tuning for the hardware to meet a certain requirements and functions. Okay. Implementations continue. In this phase, the system is ready to be deployed and installed customer premises. Okay, ready to become running, live and productive training. So in the fourth step itself, mostly 80% of the task has been completed. So it is ready to start working in the client phase. The implementation phase may take a long time and that depends on the complexity of the system and solution it's present. Fifth one, system testing and integration. Once we install, right, we have to test, we have to monitor whether it is correctly working or not. Bringing a different components and subsystem together to create a whole integrated system and then introducing the system in different inputs to obtain and analyze the output and behavior of the various functions. Testing become more and more important to ensure customer satisfaction and it requires no knowledge in coding, hardware configuration or design. This is what the system testing continuous. The testing can be performed by real users or by team of specialized person only, because everybody can't test, no, because he have a knowledge or he should be having a experience whether the previous steps all are good or not or correct or not, he has to be checked, because he in that sense he must be having a knowledge of that particular system. So the systemic and automated to ensure the actual outcome are compared and equal to predict the desired outcome what we are having. The last one, system maintenance. Okay. implementation part is over, what we are going to do? We have to maintain the same. So that is what. In this case, periodic maintenance for the system will be carried out and to make sure that system would become obsolete. It will include replacing the old hardware and continuously evaluating the system performance. Here, it is also providing latest updates for certain components to make sure it meets right standard and least technology to face current security threats. In this case, these are the 6 phases of the system development and the iterative process of each project. It is important to mention that an excellent communication level should be maintained in the customer point. So that only they will be analyzing and doing the project or designing the project. What is the customer requirement according to that? By building a system in short iteration, we can guarantee meeting the customer's requirements before we build the whole system. That is very important. Next, many model of system development cycle came up with the idea of saving effort, money and time. In addition to minimizing the risk and not to meeting the customer requirement, at the end of the project, some of these modules system development life cycle, iterate model and system life cycle angel model, agile model. Thank you.